Hey everybody, this is the Roaming Prepper. Whether you're traveling for business like I often do, maybe government work, or you're just being a tourist having some fun, there are a lot of things we need to think of in the preparedness community before we hit the road. I'm going to cover that today. If you couldn't tell, I travel a lot. I actually enjoy it. I want to share some of my lessons with you. When you're traveling to other countries or strange places, there's a lot of moving parts. I'll cover going through airports in a separate video. This time I'm going to focus on what to do once you arrive. Try to stay with your group, and if you know the layout of the airport ahead of time, that's a good thing. Don't forget your bags. When you're traveling from the airport to your hotel or whatever destination, you're probably going to stop somewhere. Pay attention to folks on the street, especially people who look like they're on drugs or acting erratically. It can cause you a problem while you're en route to your destination. Make sure you park in a safe place and know the directions, or make sure you have an idea anyway. I'll cover this in another video. Checking into the hotel can be chaotic. There's a lot of people, a lot of things going on. Be sure you're aware of your surroundings. Know where your exits are. There could be a fire or an emergency. And watch your wallet. Make sure you know where your things are. While you're visiting sites, it's a good idea to make reservations. That way you're not walking around strange folks. You have that table right by the Bellagio, or you can take that tour of the train. You've got the tickets, you know where you're going. It prevents you from getting lost. When you're shopping, there's a lot of distractions, a lot of noise, a lot of people. Pay attention to your surroundings and stay with your group if you have one. Here's a good example. This was a late night trip to a food court at a casino we were staying at. This was a vacation, we were just hanging out. You notice all the folks kind of eating and milling about. This area is well lit, has an open store set, and they're walking around. There's a lot of customers. But as you turn and you start walking away down the hallways, you notice there are less people, there's less lighting, and it's not quite as secure and well lit as one would like. As we start walking up this side of the building, notice all the empty kiosks. These businesses are closed. It's too late for their customers to come shopping. But notice that they are dark and they provide cover. If someone were to come out from behind there, you wouldn't have a lot of time to react. Keep in mind, this is not just for inside a mall or inside a casino. This could be on the street. If you notice that young lady was just rolling by with her luggage, she went right against this kiosk, which is a large obstacle. If she was in the street and someone was back there, she would have had no time to react. Notice here, there's an exit hallway. On the one hand, it's a good thing to know, as I mentioned before, where can you escape in the event of a fire or an emergency. However, it also provides cover or a place for someone to hide. If you notice this couple that was passing us, they kind of stopped, they're pointing, they seem a little bit confused. There's nothing wrong with sightseeing, but when it starts getting late, walk with a purpose, get to where you're going, and get home. Wandering around during the day is one thing, but as it starts getting dark, even though there's security in this facility, it's not everywhere. By the time someone gets to you, you could have a problem. And keep in mind, casinos are open 24/7, so are the streets. So if someone walks in, they could be wearing a suit and tie and still be trouble. Notice here, the patio on the right. It's closed, the restaurant's shuttered. It looks pretty empty. But as we look over this little wall, notice that's a great place to hide. Now, one point, if you've ever taken active shooter training, Places like this bar, or that patio we just looked at, are great places to hide in the event of danger. Now you notice that guy off in the distance we just zoomed in on. He was looking on his phone, he's texting. It's not well lit, there are not a lot of people around, and he's looking at his phone. Again, situational awareness is important. When I walk, even if it's by myself in a relatively secure area like this facility, I'm still going to look at my corners, look over in those shady places. As always, there's a lot of street crime in the area. So whether you're passing someone who's passed out, or maybe dealing with the panhandler we're about to see, pay attention. Most of these folks may be down on their luck or harmless, but a lot are struggling with addiction and behavior issues. Protect yourself and the ones you love. Notice these two young men in the middle of the screen are looking at their phones. They have no awareness of what's around them. This family, on the other hand, the father moved to the right, just in case. Here's another example on this walkway. The fellow about to pass on the left had a shoving match with the guy about to pass on the right. If you hear a commotion, don't be a spectator. Walk away and leave it be. If you do any shopping, and we all like to go shopping, pay attention to the layout of the mall. A lot of open spaces, but also a lot of places for people to hide, just like the hotel, the casino, any other facility. Note where your exits are, and take a note of security. Sadly, that security guard in the yellow vest across from us is actually playing with his phone, so he's pretty useless. Need to take care of yourself. Whether I've been in South America or in Vienna in Austria, I always use the same rules. When you check out of your hotel, start at the window, work your way to the door, making sure you have all your belongings and paperwork. I hope these videos and these clips were helpful. Godspeed on your future journeys as things open up. Be safe and be ready. Take care, and I'll see you next time.